Hello, this is Eileen, the environmental educator, and in this video tonight we're going to talk about this guy. Everybody knows him. Most people think very highly of him. He is, of course, Robert F. Kennedy Jr., Bobby Kennedy, as he's known, and he is right now, a children's advocate, and he's been known as an environmentalist for decades now. He cares so much, except not really. Bobby's been preventing the light years best environmental education and agenda the world needs since '98, when I met his brother Joe, and Joe got my work to Gore. If you've seen some of these videos before, sorry to bore you. We'll get to some good stuff in a minute. But for those of you who don't know, yeah, I met Joe. He got my work to Al. I'm like, get it to Bobby. He never said he would, but how could he not? And then I don't know. It was 98, 99, 2000. One of my last years of skiing Vale. I came into a lift line. There was nobody there except these two guys that were just right up at the front, just standing there. And but they weren't moving. So, I came in and I went towards the chair. And it was the people on the other side was a Vail Red Jacket, which is Top Vail Management. They skied around in red jackets, and that's what everybody called them, red jackets. And there was this other guy with the red jacket, and the other guy went to move out as if he was going to get on the chairlift with me. And the red jacket put his hand out in front of him, his arm out in front, and was like, no, no. So, and then they got on the chair behind me. And about, I don't know, a third, halfway up the lift, they said my name 3 times. And the first 2 times I didn't even respond because they didn't get on the chair with me, And the third time I turned around and I said, what? And they said, what, huh, what? I said, you didn't just say my name 3 times? No, no. I'm like, you didn't just call Eileen through? No, no, what? And I said, what are you guys in 3rd grade? And it was Bobby. I know it was Bobby. Like I saw the guy, I know how it played out. And Bobby was in town that weekend for some ski race. They had some celebrities in there, and he was in town, and it was Bobby. And they didn't get up. Bobby tried to get on the chairlift with me, but the Vail Red Jacket stopped him. And then they were like little 3-year-old guys, 3rd graders, like, what? Oh, we didn't call you. Anyways, I'm sure Bobby got, updated. The whole chairlift talk was about me. And Bobby knows who I am. Bobby knows the environmental education and agenda the world needs. I've hit up his organizations, the Water Keepers, and now he is with, Children's Health Defense. He gets a lot of press for them. He's definitely their guy, in the forefront. I mean, right down here, he's right here, front and center on the home page. Bobby, what a hero, because he cares so much. The way you get democracy to function is by informing the public, and that's Bobby's quote. And here's the known causes for exposing, children to health diseases, known culprits. Now these used to have an arrow here. How do I know that? Well, let's look here, okay? Right now, this is ca.childrenshealthdefense.org. Okay, that is new. And I went to look at it because here I am. This email came back to me, info@childrenshealthdefense.org. I've been emailing them, and now I no longer have an email for them. And I was like, well, you know what? Did they just stop the info app? But I brought them up, and it's ca.childrenshealthdefense.org. But now here's a video I made. This was December 27th, 2021. I put it out here, and there's no CA in front of the Children's Health Defense. So it's just childrenshealthdefense.org. And although these right here, there's no, you can't click on them, you can't get anywhere. Right here, you used to be able to. And if you come down here on their own page, known culprits of, exposing causes of Children's health problems, known culprits. Oh, what do we have here? Oh, that's right. We went through this in another video. Oh, number 3, right here, climate change. 5G and wireless. Never heard Bobby talk about that. Okay, we go all the way down here. What's at 14? Vaccines. Isn't that what Bobby's out being called a hero about today? So what we need to do is get Bobby back to, remember when Bobby used to be an environmental activist? Remember that? Yeah. Until the solutions the world needs got put on Bobby's desk and Bobby couldn't be bothered. So, right now we're going to call Children's Health Defense. Here's their elongated message. So right now, all of this is gone from the website. The known culprits for children's health of causing problems is no longer out there. But number 3, climate change, was out there for a long time. And I, would call every so often, like I was doing in that video. And we're going to call tonight too. But right now, there is no access to that page. They're keeping that from you. Is that because I've been harping on them that, why, if Bobby cares so much, is he working on number 14 and not on number 3? And, Bobby's been refusing the solutions for number 3 since November, well, sometime in 98. That's, interesting. Very, very interesting. So, I don't stop trying to get to Bobby. And as I say, they've been on my daily distribution or my distribution with a bunch of people lately, because the Kennedys are hosting, the Earthshot Prize, so that the Kennedy Center, is going to have the Royals over to give out their Earthshot prizes. And yet all of the Kennedys, Joe, Bobby, Rory, and now Caroline and her son Jack, are proving that they have no interest in environmental solutions. Like, Joe tried to help out and was knocked down, but Bobby has been useless. And Rory, now she was the Oscars governor when Gore would have been, Gore's movie was in for a second Oscar, and he was in the top 15, of which the top 5 finalists would have been chosen. And I breathed down the Oscars neck so bad and said, there's absolutely no way Gore's such a fraud. Check with Bobby, check with Joe. And Gore wasn't a finalist. He wasn't part of the press fest the entire week before the Oscars where, oh my God, we need solutions. We need solutions. So I'm pretty sure, Rory and the Oscars put a stop to that. But do they care about actual solutions? No. Does Caroline and Jack right now, who are hosting the Royals? No. Do the Royals? No. They've been withholding the solutions the world needs since they started the Earthshot Prize and even before that. Okay, so it's just this big farce. So, I've had to get to Bobby on when I contact the Kennedys, and guess what? Yeah, the Royal Foundation no longer has the Earthshot Prize email working either. Yeah, that's where I contacted them. And all these people eventually shut off their email. And so I guess it's because they shut down children'shealthdefense.org, and now they're this new website here, CA. But if we go to their contact page, this is it. This is it. We need your help. There's just, snail mail and, a cumbersome form. There's no email and no phone number to contact them to remind them that number 3 on the known culprits of children's health problems is climate change. And, we need to step up together. And, but they don't really provide much of a contact, especially for a place that just takes donations. But what we're going to do here is I have a number from a while ago, and let's give them a call here. They love me. Let's give them a call.
Thank you for calling Children's Health Defense. Due to the overwhelming volume of inquiries, we are asking that you use the contact form on our website, childrenshealthdefense.org. The contact form link is at the bottom of every page on the site. You will receive a faster response by completing the contact form or by sending a text message. If you leave a message, please be sure to speak slowly and clearly. Include your first and last name, telephone number with area code, email address, and why you are calling. Thanks for reaching out to us.
Hey, Children's Health Defense. This is Eileen Connors, the environmental educator. I'm calling, making a video tonight. I see your new website. Yeah, the email that I was using to contact you, info@childrenshealthdefense.org, doesn't work anymore. You have a new website, ca.childrenshealthdefense.org, that no longer has a link to your known culprits page. I'm just discussing in the video, is that because climate change is number 3 of known culprits and vaccine is number 14, and yet the only thing we're working on is vaccines and climate change? You still refuse to use your voice for Bobby too, and as I've been telling you since 98, Bobby's been refusing to use his voice. He's been refusing to get the light years best environmental education and agenda to the world, ending our disposable society, getting people to, live responsibly, getting hemp implemented. I mean, ending global environmental illiteracy. It's solutions that would have solved our problems. And then number 3 on your known culprit list, wouldn't be climate change because we would have solved that problem. So just because you took the page away doesn't change your variables. Climate change didn't suddenly go off the page. Oh, taken care of in the past year. No, that didn't happen. Okay, so what we have here is right here at the end of your donations page. Okay, every penny of your support will help us fight a world where all children are healthy and free from environmentally induced injuries, parentheses, including vaccines, parentheses, as an afterthought. Okay, but we're still not even talking about the environment. You're not doing anything about it. And Bobby should have already solved this problem. So, as I'm stating in my video that I'm making right here, the world needs Bobby to finally actually be an environmental advocate and to stop suppressing the light years best environmental education and agenda the world needs, and to actually get solutions implemented. This is one of your biggest known culprits, and it's right here on your donation page, free from environmentally induced injuries, and yet it's so difficult. The only reason I have your phone number is not because it's on your website, because I have it from long ago. And if it weren't for that, I'd be reduced to a cumbersome form that I can't just send you in an email anymore, because, God forbid, I get to put you on distribution with every other fraudulent environmental voice. You are causing these environmental induced injuries by refusing the solutions. Okay, that just ended. So we're going to call back here. It just kicked me out. It didn't say.
Thank you for calling Children's Health Defense. Due to the overwhelming volume
Okay, I'm going to pause. Okay, I'll start a call. Okay, so hey, this is Eileen, environmentaleducator.org, environmentaleducator@yahoo.com. And that last call just ended because I ran out of time here. But you know what? You are responsible for environmentally induced injuries. Bobby is responsible for them, for not giving the world solutions since 98. Okay? So we really need you to step up to the plate here. I really need to get to work. I need to get, our disposable society ended. We need to get hemp utilized. We need to end global environmental illiteracy. We need to gain individual cooperation. And we need Bobby at the microphone doing it. Bobby's so good with that microphone, Mr. Environmental himself. Okay? Except he hasn't been. And that's why kids are What is it right here on your contact page? Oh, that's right. Environmentally induced injuries with vaccines as an afterthought in parentheses. So tell Bobby I am available to get to work immediately. I've been letting Bobby know that since 98, and Bobby knows exactly who I am. Joe and Rory know exactly who I am. And let's get to work. Or how about you shutting your doors and making the announcement as to why you're shutting your doors? How about that? And tell Bobby to go out there and come clean and tell people to stop, putting him on an environmental pedestal because he's not worthy. Okay? Okay. So, yeah, as I say, I'm ready to get to work immediately. I'm expecting your call, your email. Not holding my breath, of course, because I don't have a death wish. But if you are what you say you are, this should have happened a long time ago. Okay? We'll be talking soon. So that's the end of that. And yeah, you can be sure that we won't be talking soon, but that is because this man right here and his, always in the news these days. Bobby makes sure he gets them in the news. Children's Health Defense, who no longer allows you the access to the information that they put out just even, a year ago, even 6 months ago. Is Bobby Kennedy and his Children's Health Defense. You could access that. And if you come down here on their own page, known culprits of, exposing causes of, children's health problems, known culprits. Oh, what do we have here? Oh, that's right. We went through this in another video. Oh, number 3, right here, climate change. Right. 5G and wireless. Right, never heard Bobby talk about that. So basically, that's the long and short of where this man stands right here, right now, today. Going out, taking a lot of false credit he knows he's not worthy of. And this is the only place you're going to hear this truth, people. So stay tuned.